Learn English with Muallimi Academy.
You know, it's really important to remember that practice makes perfect. It's the main key to mastering English or anything else.
Hey teacher. I hope I'm not interrupting, but I've got a question on my mind.
Hey there, Ava. Don't worry, you're not bothering me. What do you want to know?
Thanks for understanding. The thing is, I'm struggling with my English even though I try hard.
To be honest, you've shown progress. Remember your recent exam? You did a good job there. But tell me, what's bothering you?
I appreciate your kind words, but I feel like it's not enough. I really need to enhance my English skills quickly.
I've mentioned it before, but practice really is key. The more you immerse yourself, the better you'll get at it.
But teacher, I'm aiming for a better job position and having excellent English is a requirement. I'm worried. It's frustrating. I can understand when people speak English, but I can't express myself confidently.
I get where you're coming from. It does take time, but I can surely provide some guidance to help you out. By the way, do you jot down the new words we go over in class?
I do take down all the new words, but I don't seem to use them in real conversations.
There lies the issue, Ava. Just writing them down isn't enough. The trick is to incorporate these words into your daily life. If you don't use them, you'll forget them. Make it a habit to expand your vocabulary daily. Pick out new words and focus on them. A good tip is to keep repeating the word multiple times. This way, it gets stored in your memory. Let's say you learn the word house today. Why not frame a sentence with it? Like, my house has a lovely garden. Link this new word with familiar terms to create a connection.
Oh, I recall. You had mentioned this technique earlier about connecting new words with familiar ones.
That's right. It's one of the most effective strategies to grasp new English vocabulary. Just keep at it. People think translating a word is enough, but it's useless if you're not able to use that new word. That's why you have to incorporate that new vocabulary to your own life. Real life.
I think I get it. It's not enough to know what something means. I mean a word. If we don't use it, we will forget that word we have learned, right? Is that correct?
That's right. That's how you get to speak advanced English. Learning new words and using them in your real life. Please, never forget this tip. It's important.
Wow, that's an excellent tip, Mr. Jackson. I need more, please. More tips.
Well, another thing that worked for me was to surround yourself with English. And you don't need to be in an English-speaking country to surround yourself with English. Find ways to make English part of your everyday life at home, like writing your shopping list, reading the newspaper, listening to the radio, writing a diary in English. That worked for me. Or listening to English on your cell phone while traveling to work. videos, podcasts, etc.
Yeah, I do that every day. I listen to videos on YouTube to improve my listening skills.
That's great. But sometimes it's not enough. You need to listen and pay attention. If you don't understand a new word or phrase, then take notes of that and start using it. I've already told you that in the first tip. Oh, you can also make English friends.
English friends? You mean people who speak English or people who want to speak English?
It can be both of them. The idea is to get friends with your same goals, the same objectives. That way, you will help each other to improve your English by practicing and correcting your friends.
I see. But I told my friends to practice last time, and they were motivated at first, but then.
Ah, that sounds familiar. I've seen it too. People get excited at first and then lose steam. It's quite understandable. Learning a new language isn't a walk in the park. It requires effort. Just remember, Ava, not everyone will have the same level of dedication as you do. And speaking of dedication, while motivation gets you started, it won't always be there. It's great to be motivated at the beginning, but maintaining that drive constantly can be tough. That's where an even stronger trait comes into play: discipline.
Discipline? I think I have that. I always ensure I finish my tasks, like homework and projects.
That's true, but isn't it because you're worried about getting a low mark if you don't? Real discipline is about consistency. Doing what's necessary even when you aren't in the mood.
Okay, I'm following. But I've been wondering, do I really need to read entire books in English?
Ava, immerse yourself in English any way you can. It can be books, magazines, online articles, posts, anything. As long as it's in English, dive into it. The reason is, these materials introduce you to new words while also reinforcing ones you've learned. Frequent exposure to vocabulary in varied contexts will cement those words in your memory. Don't force yourself to read stuffy literature if it's not your thing. Pick up anything that interests you, even if it's just a comic strip or a magazine. The language still counts.
That's a relief. I was stressing out thinking I had to read heavy books.
And remember, make the process enjoyable. Find fun ways to pick up new terms. We all have our unique ways of learning. While some might prefer reading, others might gravitate towards visual content. If you're into music, how about checking out English song lyrics? From pop hits to ballads, explore them all. And for those who are visual learners, jotting words on sticky notes and placing them around your living space can be helpful. Try creating fun example sentences, or even sketching small doodles beside new words to help them stick in your mind.
Oh, that sounds fun. Plus, I enjoy music, so I could incorporate that too.
Just remember, even though it's fun, you still need to stay focused and dedicated.
I understand. But, teacher, how much should I study? I do it daily, but I've heard varying advice. Someone mentioned daily practice might not be the best. What's the right frequency?
Well, I've been in the English teaching field for a long time, almost 2 decades. Here's what I've observed. It really depends on your personal capacity and comfort. Everyone's different. Some can handle intensive studying while others prefer a lighter approach. If you're comfortable with daily practice, go for it. The more exposure, the faster you'll progress. Don't let anyone convince you that a few minutes a week is enough. That'll prolong your learning journey. It might work for some, but speaking fluent English would take ages that way. It's just not efficient. If you're keen on speeding up the process, invest more time in practice. But remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. You can't master a language overnight or even in a short span. It takes dedication.
I'm aware, and I'm committed to mastering this lovely language. It's just, I've come across so many varied opinions on English learning from different experts. I'm curious, should I be using a dictionary or translator? My previous instructor was against it. He said it's a no-no since we're learning English. It was sort of a rule.
That's odd. Understanding the meaning of a word is essential for learning. Using dictionaries and translators has its merits. We could discuss this in another session or video. And for our viewers, if they're interested in busting English learning myths and want more tips, they can leave their feedback on this video. But now, I need to head to another class.
Of course, thank you for all your insights, teacher. I truly value them.